Don't make this mistake when taking an LIC policy, or you won't get a single penny. Just imagine. The sole breadwinner of a family suddenly passes away due to illness. The entire responsibility of the household falls on his family. There is no money to pay the hospital bills, the children's education hangs in uncertainty, and the wife, full of hope, knocks on the doors of the insurance company, believing it will be the savior in this crisis. But the reply she receives shatters everything. Your husband did not disclose the truth while taking the policy, therefore you will not receive a single penny. Just think of the devastation that woman must have felt as the entire future of her family suddenly sunk into darkness. This was the harsh reality faced by a family from Jhajjar, Haryana, who had bought insurance from LIC, a company considered trustworthy. But one mistake of hiding the truth snatched everything away. Today, we will dive deep into this very subject. But before that, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so that you are the first to receive updates on all our latest videos. So, without any delay, let's begin today's discussion. Let me tell you, this story is about Mahipal Singh. On March 28, 2013, he purchased LIC's Jeevan Arogya Health Plan. While buying the policy, he clearly wrote in the form that he was completely free of any addictions. He stated that he neither drank alcohol, nor smoked, nor consumed tobacco. But destiny had something else in store. Within just a year of taking the policy, Mahipal fell ill. He complained of stomach pain and vomiting, was admitted to the hospital, and underwent treatment for several days. But on June 1, 2014, he passed away. Medical reports stated that he died of cardiac arrest, but behind it was severe liver and kidney ailments. After Mahipal Singh's death, his wife, Sunita Singh, filed a claim with LIC. She hoped that the SAM trust with which her husband had taken the policy would now help her in her crisis. But LIC rejected the claim. The company argued that Mahipal Singh was an alcoholic and had hidden this fact while filling out the policy form. The medical records clearly mentioned that he had been consuming alcohol for a long time, which had damaged his organs. LIC contended that since he had concealed crucial information while buying the policy, and that very fact became the cause of his death, the company was not obliged to pay. But Sunita Singh did not give up. She approached the District Consumer Forum. The court heard her plea and ordered LIC to pay her a claim of 5,21,650 rupees along with interest and compensation for mental agony. Sunita felt she had received justice. But LIC challenged this decision in the State Commission and later in the National Commission. Both commissions upheld the district court's verdict. In fact, the commissions even stated that since this was a cash benefit policy, the claim had to be honored. But the story didn't end there. LIC took the matter to the Supreme Court. And in March 2025, the Supreme Court's decision changed everything. A bench of Justice Vikram Nath and Justice Sandeep Mehta clearly stated that if a policyholder conceals information, and that very factor becomes the cause of death, then the insurance company is not bound to pay the claim. The court made three important points. First, Mahipal Singh's alcoholism had been concealed, and that was the cause of his death. Second, while taking a policy, disclosure of habits like drinking or smoking is mandatory, because the insurance company uses this to assess risk. And third, it is true that this was a cash benefit policy. But if the illness arises due to alcoholism, then the company is not required to make payment. This ruling also settled an old debate. In the 2015 case of Sulbha Prakash Motegaonkar versus LIC, it was held that if the concealed information was not the cause of death, the claim could not be rejected. But in Mahipal Singh's case, the opposite happened. The concealed fact was itself the cause of death. The Supreme Court made it clear that an insurance contract rests on trust, and if that trust is broken, the company cannot be forced to pay. This story is not just about one family. It is a lesson for millions of Indians who take insurance policies lightly when it comes to small disclosures. Many people think, Oh, why mention a little drinking? Or what's the need to say I smoke occasionally? But this very carelessness can later turn into a crisis. Insurance companies, through medical reports and investigations, find out the truth. And if the hidden fact comes to light, your family may not get a single penny in their time of need. Today, millions of Indians rely on companies like LIC. But that trust only works when both sides share information with complete honesty. The Supreme Court's verdict reinforces this very need for transparency. Insurance is not just a financial contract, but a promise of trust. And if lies are mixed into that promise, then in times of crisis, trust breaks down. Now, let's look at this incident from a broader perspective. The insurance sector in India is massive. The security of millions of families depends on it. But the biggest challenge here is that people often don't tell the truth while filling out forms. Sometimes, agents themselves advise customers, "Don't write this, otherwise your premium will go up." But those SAM agents are nowhere to be found later when the claim gets rejected. In the end, it's the family that pays the real price. Mahipal Singh's case teaches us that even a small negligence can mean the difference between life and death. On one hand, his wife hoped that the insurance company would be her support. But when even after reaching the Supreme Court she did not get justice, it became a double trauma for her, the loss of her husband and the loss of financial security. This case is also a warning to those who believe that the law will always side with the consumer. Here, the court clearly stated that an insurance company has the right to deny payment in cases of fraud or concealment. That means transparency is not just optional, it is essential. We also need to understand that insurance is not just paperwork, it is a foundation of social security. If everyone tells the truth, the system becomes stronger. But if people keep hiding facts, trust will slowly erode. Across the world, many such cases have surfaced. In the US, the UK, and Europe, courts have repeatedly said that non-disclosure, hiding information, is the biggest form of fraud. There too, insurance companies refuse to pay in such cases. India's Supreme Court verdict now reinforces that SAM global standard. In the end, it can only be said that insurance is not a shortcut. It is a pillar built on trust and honesty. If you take it lightly, the biggest loss will fall on your own family. Mahipal Singh's case is not just the story of one family from Jhajjar. It is a mirror for the entire nation.
Something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.